This document presents an analysis of the 10 tallest and rarest female figures, whose lives illustrate the power of uniqueness and human resilience. Number 10. Margot Didek. Margot Didek, a Polish professional basketball player, is recognized as the tallest woman to have ever played in the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, reaching an impressive height of 218 centimeters. Coming from a family genetically predisposed to great height, her career was marked by unequal defensive dominance, making her the all-time record holder for blocks in the WNBA, a statistical feat that testifies to her structural impact on the game. Despite her intimidating presence on the court, she was universally described as a gentle giant, praised for her humble and warm character by her teammates and the public. Her journey from Europe to the highest spheres of American basketball cemented her status as an icon, proving that her talent and extraordinary height made her truly unique in professional women's sports. Her untimely passing at the age of 37 left a void, but her legacy endures as a symbol of exceptional athletic performance coupled with profound humanity. Her influence transcends statistics, representing the successful fusion of physical superiority and moral excellence, elements that define her irreplaceable role in the history of basketball. She embodies the possibility of transforming a physical singularity into a decisive competitive advantage while maintaining remarkable personal integrity. Number 9. Trince Kiva. Trince Kiva, nicknamed the Giantess of Edom, is often cited in historical annals as the tallest woman ever documented, with a reported height of 260 centimeters, although this measurement remains a historical allegation rather than fully verified data according to modern standards. Born in the Netherlands in 1616, her gigantism was so precocious that at the age of only 9, local records indicate she already measured over 2 meters, a phenomenon that aroused general astonishment. Her extraordinary stature propelled her onto the Dutch fair circuit, where she attracted considerable crowds and was even presented to members of the nobility who were stupefied by her size. Testimonies of her existence, notably a life-size portrait and shoes preserved in Edom, still serve today as material evidence of her legendary status. Trince's destiny was tragically cut short, as she died in 1633 at the age of only 17, leaving behind a story that, despite the lack of contemporary scientific verification, continues to illustrate one of the most astonishing manifestations of extreme height in recorded human history. Her case highlights society's enduring fascination with extreme physical singularities. Number 8. Uljana Semjonova. Uljana Semjonova is an emblematic figure of world women's basketball, considered not only one of the greatest athletes in the history of the sport, but also one of the most dominant, standing at 213 centimeters. Originally from Latvia and playing for the Soviet Union during the 1970s and 1980s, her intimidating presence at the center position made her practically unbeatable, propelling her team toward constant international success. Her gigantism was also notorious for necessitating the largest shoe size ever recorded in the history of women's basketball. Under her leadership, the Soviet team won 2 consecutive Olympic gold medals, 1976 and 1980, in addition to multiple world and European championships, establishing a sporting hegemony rarely equaled. Her influence extends well beyond her on-court performances. Her exceptional track record earned her induction into both the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame and the FIBA Hall of Fame. She is revered for her level of technical and physical domination, which redefined expectations regarding inside play in women's basketball, securing her place as a legend whose memory remains inseparable from excellence and power in international sport. Number 7. Mali Duangdi. Mali Duangdi, recognized in her time by the Guinness World Records as the tallest woman in the world, was the result of a serious medical condition, a pituitary tumor that caused the excessive and uncontrollable release of growth hormones, leading to extreme gigantism. Reaching 212 centimeters, she was the tallest woman in Thailand and one of the tallest ever recorded globally. While her height conferred global celebrity upon her, it also imposed heavy physical burdens, including impaired vision, chronic joint pain, and heart complications, all directly linked to her hormonal hypersecretion. Despite her difficulties and the constant need for financial support to cover her medical expenses, she led a humble and quiet existence in her native province of Trat, admired by her community for her inner strength and kindness. Her life was sadly cut short at just 24 years old by a fatal heart attack, a poignant reminder of the devastating impact that uncontrolled gigantism can exert on human physiology. She remains a memorable figure, not only for her height record, but also for the stoic courage she displayed in the face of exceptional existential and medical challenges. Number 6. Caroline Wells. Caroline Wells is hailed as the tallest woman in Germany and one of the most imposing in Europe, measuring 206 centimeters, a stature resulting from a form of genetic gigantism involving an excess production of growth hormone. Born in 1986, she rapidly surpassed the norm during her childhood, which caused her to stand out wherever she went. Rather than suffering her height as a social or professional constraint, Caroline made the proactive decision to turn it into a distinctive asset. Launching successfully into fashion modeling and appearing at various media events where her figure inevitably captivated attention. However, daily life presented constant logistical challenges, notably regarding clothing, shoe choice, and adapting furniture to her unique dimensions, not to mention the insistent stares of passers-by. Caroline Wells used her notoriety to promote a message of self-acceptance and confidence, inspiring others to embrace their singularity. Today, she is a symbol of how rare physical conditions can be integrated and transformed into a strength, standing proudly as an example of determination and self-love, beyond conventional standards of beauty and size. Number 5. Ekaterina Lysina. Ekaterina Lysina, originally from Russia, is globally recognized as the tallest woman in her country and holds the Guinness record for the longest legs in the world for a woman, measuring a staggering 132 centimeters. Born in 1987, her great height first directed her toward a professional career in basketball, where she represented Russia and won a bronze medal at the Beijing Olympic Games in 2008, illustrating her ability to excel in high-level sports. After her athletic retirement, she executed a successful transition into international modeling. Her unique proportions and remarkable height quickly ensured her global recognition, opening the doors to runways and magazines. Beyond her sporting successes and modeling career, Ekaterina actively uses her platform to advocate for body positivity and self-confidence, encouraging her audience to value what makes them different. Her journey forcefully demonstrates that one can excel in very different fields thanks to a unique stature, proving that standing tall, both literally and figuratively, constitutes a true source of personal strength and global influence. Number 4. Zanab Bibi. Zanab Bibi was a woman whose life was as remarkable as her height of 218 centimeters. Originally from Pakistan, Zanab faced significant social difficulties and a lack of acceptance in her native country due to her exceptional size, often confronted with whispers and the insistent stares of the public. Her quest for a more peaceful and tolerant life led her to make the courageous decision to immigrate to Great Britain, seeking a fresh start and a more inclusive environment. This move, though difficult, allowed her to find a certain happiness and tranquility that she deserved. Her impressive stature, often figuratively compared to gatherings of famous people, gave her unheard of visibility. But Zanab navigated her life with determination and grace. Her height offered her unique practical advantages, such as easy access to top shelves. But her story is far more significant for the message she conveyed. Passing away in 2018, Zainab Bibi remains a major inspiration, recalling the fundamental importance of kindness and unconditional respect toward all, regardless of their physical differences, and teaching that strength is found in the acceptance of one's uniqueness. Number 3. Rümeysa Gelgi. Rümeysa Gelgi, originally from Turkey, has held the title of the tallest living woman in the world since 2021, measuring a stupefying height of 215 centimeters. Her extraordinary size is due to an extremely rare genetic disease called Weaver syndrome, a condition that causes excessive growth and other physical and motor anomalies. Despite the medical challenges inherent to her condition, Rümeysa chose to publicly embrace her singularity and become an influential activist for people with visible differences. She actively uses her media platform to raise public awareness about rare conditions like Weaver syndrome and to promote social acceptance and inclusion. Her story is a powerful testament to the importance of self-love and the affirmation of one's unique identity. Rümeysa proves that a major physical difference can be transformed into a source of inspiration and leadership. She represents the modernity of the height record, using digital tools to spread a positive message and demonstrating that physical obstacles are not barriers to personal fulfillment or social engagement. Number 2. Masai Curran. Masai Curran, a young Texan woman, is famous for holding the Guinness record for the longest legs on a living female, a distinction she obtained at only 17 years old. Measuring 208 centimeters, her legs represent a disproportionate part of her size, with the left leg slightly longer than the right, reaching over 134 centimeters. While her path was strewn with pitfalls, notably school bullying and the constant difficulty of finding suitable clothing, such as the obligation to buy custom-made jeans at exorbitant prices, Masi resolutely transformed her singularity into strength. She learned to perceive her height not as a burden, but as a personal superpower. Today, she is an active influencer on social networks, notably TikTok and Instagram, where she promotes body positivity and encourages tall women to reject conventional beauty standards. As an emerging model and advocate for self-acceptance, Masi Curran is a living example of how a very distinct physical characteristic can become a source of pride, showing that what distinguishes you is precisely what allows you to shine. Sandy Allen. Sandy Allen, with her height of 231 centimeters, was for a time the tallest woman in the world, a title that brought her considerable notoriety accompanied by logistical and physical challenges. However, her story goes well beyond her physical stature, being a tale of resilience, compassion, and courage in the face of a world that was not designed for her dimensions. Despite the difficulties and the look she had to endure, Sandy led her life with remarkable grace, using her status to raise public awareness about gigantism. She became a tireless advocate for other people affected by the same condition, transforming her own obstacles into opportunities for connection and inspiration. Her indomitable spirit and contagious laughter touched millions of lives around the world. Her legacy rests on the idea that true greatness resides not in physical attributes, but in the size of the heart and the depth of compassion. Sandy Allen remains an icon, a gentle giant whose life is a powerful testimony to the importance of embracing one's individuality to have a positive and lasting impact on the world. Number 11. A moment of unforeseen cases. In Victorian London, Annabella Ford walked like a silent belle. According to rumor, she measured 2.70 meters, the first woman to reach such a height. Children looked up, adults held their breath. Annabella worked discreetly, sewing, reading, helping neighbors, refusing cruel spectacles. Her size became legend, but her heart remained humble. She loved gardens, the rain, slow conversations. They said she touched the clouds. Yet, she sought equality. Each step recalled a truth. True greatness is not measured by steps. Thus, London remembered Annabella Ford, a gentle giant, a forgotten pioneer, walking between myth and eternal human dignity. Despite all the challenges caused by gigantism, she remained always courageous and always by the side of her beloved Cales George. These 10 narratives highlight the inner strength of women outside the norm. Her legacy inspires acceptance and the celebration of human uniqueness.